Hey y'all, it's Keylonda
and Jackie.
and we are here for another episode of Wedded Wednesday. Today we're going to answer a couple of questions that I was able to retrieve by putting out a post on my social media. So people that are married but separated, are they still in the rights to see other people?
I would say no.
No what?
No, they not wrong for being in the right.
Jackie, there's too many negatives.
No, if you're separated, I guess you're seeing other people, because that could be one of those things where we're seeing other people because we're trying to make sure that it's going to end forever, or are we seeing other people because we're going through a rough patch and I don't want to be with you forever, so this is just something I'm doing at the moment to let me know that I need to come back home, I guess.
So you saying if you separated, you're allowed to go out and test the waters and make sure you really want to divorce your spouse?
Yeah.
That's an interesting take on it, huh?
And by seeing it, I mean I would assume if you're separated, you might be within like the 6 months before you have to like really divorce. So like if y'all not talk, I don't think you should be intimate though.
So you saying don't have like an exclusive relationship with somebody, but you could be seeing people going on dates.
I mean, you could be exclusively just talking to one person, like you don't think it should be physical.
Oh, okay.
So you could have.
I agree with that part. But
Yeah.
I think to me it's just to go ahead and make sure, because one thing about it with like divorces or separations or breakups even, like it just gets dirty.
Right.
As Mama Evelyn from the Braxton Family Values would say, it becomes war and you gotta win.
But as long as I guess it just depends what the end solution is, because I still think everything should still be
Well, there's
truthful.
irreconcilable differences.
Oh yeah, then go ahead and sleep with them. Excuse me. Go ahead and then go ahead and do whatever you want to do with yourself.
But I think if it's like kids involved and that kind of stuff, you just want to be careful, because divorce and breakups and all that can get ugly. So it's better to make sure that there's like a clear point of, it's over with. Mm-hmm. Even though, different feelings and stuff like that can linger on forever. If you love somebody, at one point, then you can still be in your feelings about something even if you don't want to be with them, so.
I got technical, but what do you say? Is it wrong or is it okay or?
I mean, for me, I think that is wrong. I think you should just be completely divorced from somebody.
So you think your mind should just be free from not even talking to somebody?
Yeah, because you need to work on yourself. Yeah, you need to work on yourself.
If you are separated and you talking to other people, you shouldn't talk to somebody else that's married and separated as well.
That's too much baggage.
That's too much. Yeah.
Okay, next question. Now this particular person wanted to ask some personal questions. Okay?
Okay.
And her first question is, what is it about her that only seems to attract men who just want sex? What could it be about her?
I'm answering this real blandly because I really don't know who this is. Mm-hmm. But
I mean, what's some possible things that could be about a woman?
I guess if a woman exudes
mm-hmm.
sex, like if she just exudes, have a sexual personality, like let's say Amber Rose for per se. Let's just go off her public persona. If you see Amber Rose, the image that she portrays, it's like, okay, well, you exuding sex, you have your body out, you're extremely provocative. I'm not going to just off the bat be like, well, hey, maybe, we should go to Bible study Wednesday. I would, approach you more like, well, maybe we could see what's the special at the Chase Suite hotels they have going on. They have nice nightly rates. So it's all about, I would, I'm not saying for her, but I'm just saying, like, just somebody like an Amber Rose. So maybe that's why. Or maybe that, like, or maybe, like you say, it's the type of guys, or maybe she's not giving attention to those guys that are want to say, well, hey, they got a poetry reading at the library. Maybe those guys might be quote unquote lame to you, but then the guys that you get what I'm saying?
So maybe she doesn't realize that the nice guys are trying to approach her too.
Yeah.
It could be. Maybe you ignoring the nice guys.
Or because it's like, okay, like sometimes, okay, let's say a girl try to, I'm not trying to. Okay, this is for the thottious. Because I'm not saying the girls are thottious, but sometimes these girls be like, oh, why can't I find a good man and all this and that? But
they
like
in the club.
Yeah, like when the guy trying to talk to you at, if they see you walking by the pretzel stand in the mall and try to get your attention or something like that, and then you try to blow them off. But then when you see that same guy in the club and you letting him buy your drinks and you're popping your lower bottom to his lower bottom, he's probably gonna try to say, well, let's maybe let's try to have sex or something. Let's do something like that afterwards. Instead of, if you would have talked to him earlier the day at the mall, maybe it would have been. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, so sometimes it's the mood or the environment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then some dudes just don't give a damn. They just go straight to sex.
And that could be.
So it's like I guess there's no question. I guess there's really no answer to that question because it's so situation by situation by situation.
And I feel sorry for people that have to date these days. It's rough out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, where do you meet people at?
Maybe try online.
But I really believe like the internet is such like a gift. When you see their profile, then you give them a prejudgment of what they already in post instead of just getting to know each other and finding stuff out on your own. You know what I'm saying?
And people are judgmental because sometimes people might assume, based on the way somebody dressed, and it's not fair.
Right.
What if they just feel like being sexy that day?
Mm-hmm.
But they may judge somebody based on, how they dress, or like, at our age, people have kids and stuff like that. So somebody may, think that because somebody have kids that they not, celibate or something like that. It's just all kind of stuff. So
yeah.
And she put that, what is it about her? But it may not be you, baby. It just might be the niggas.
It might not be.
Alright, next question says, how do you go into a new relationship remembering the lessons you've learned in the past while not making a man pay for something that he never did?
I think you should take the lead on this one.
Okay, so this is my analogy that I use for relationships. Okay, picture this. You're at an amusement park, right?
Right.
You wait a long time, okay, to get on this ride, but it's supposed to be like the best ride that's at that park.
So I'm at the amusement park waiting a long time to ride the best ride at there.
You get on that ride, it really is the best time you ever had, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get off and you throw up.
Okay.
Does that change the fact that you had a good time on that ride?
No, it does not change the fact of the time that I had that was good on that ride.
That's how you have to go into a relationship. You have to give that person, you give them the same patience you're giving everybody else. You wait in that line as if this is going to be the best ride you ever rode.
Mm-hmm.
And then, even if you get off and throw up, you still had a good time while it was going. So don't let, anything deter you from giving that person, the benefit of the doubt or however you want to describe it. So that way, because in the end, you hold something against them that they never even, did, then you may be tampering with your own good experience.
Right.
You don't want to. I don't know what it is. It's like some people, they like to sabotage their happiness because sometimes they're so used to being disappointed. And you have to give people the benefit of the doubt. You can't go around being the private eye girl, on everybody, because that could drive a person crazy. If you constantly thinking, oh, well, they gotta be doing this or gotta be doing that. Like, it's legit some good people out there, and nobody is perfect. So if you're looking for somebody that's perfect, go ahead, be a nun, marry Jesus.
Yeah.
But you have to just let them form, their own trust with you, and build on that or whatever. So, just as you said, take with you the lessons you've learned, but don't let that, just like you get on the roller coaster, you got to buckle whatever they say, buckle up, and sit where they tell you to sit, and hold the armrest, and don't have your arm flying out so it won't get cut off. It's certain things that you could, you learn from being on a ride, or maybe you need to take you some, what's that stuff called?
The Monofine. It's not the Dramamine.
Maybe you need to take some Dramamine because you like me and you get motion sickness, okay? Take those lessons that you've learned with you, but don't let that stop you from having a good time.
Right.
Okay? Next question.
Good answer.
Thank you, honey. Is there such a thing as love at first sight, or would that be classified as purely lust?
I mean, yeah. I mean, to me, purely lust. I guess. Do you think lust has to equate sexual fantasies and thoughts?
Just physical attraction.
I don't know. Lust just have such shit.
But I get what you saying, because lust can mean like you want it after the person sexually, rather than just like, oh, they cute, they fine, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
to me, I think
that at first sight, that does give you like a physical.
Yeah, lust at first sight. So I wouldn't say. I would say it could be love at first sight, but I'm gonna say this because that's always a weird subject to me, because to me, I guess I could. I guess I didn't know. To me, if it's love at first sight, it'll show. It'll show later. Love at first sight.
Like I say, I can't. I have to say no, because I don't think you can love someone by just sight. But I think that's more so of a term that people use.
Yeah.
Then rather,
like you can't be in. I guess you can. So you can't be in love at first sight, but you could.
But I think you could be physically attracted to someone so much so that you want to get to know them, and when you do, it all locks up. And so in retrospect, you can feel like, yes, it was something I saw in that person, the way they behave themselves. Maybe you like the way because I had one friend, and she said, which is now her husband, by the way, but her first time meeting him, he prayed over the food at their dinner table. And she said she was like, that's it. Like she may have thought he was cute or something like that, and then boom, he did something, and now they married with a baby. So this question says, how did you guys remain so grounded in Christ during your dating time?
I think us going to church together, not saying we went to church together every Sunday together, but we did go to church together at least, I would say, 2 times or 3 times a month.
2 times or 3 times. Okay, that makes sense.
So I think that helps, keep the foundation, help keep that, Christian foundation base grounded within the roots.
And I also think that because I used to be the one, because I think I had more of a background like in Baptist church, where people like went on a regular basis and all that kind of stuff, whatever. So I think that like I had to like gently introduce you to certain things that was like a part of how I grew up in church and stuff like that.
Okay.
And because eventually, when you got baptized and all that, it was
that's like, something I got baptized when we was dating.
Yeah. Because I was like, I ain't finna be married to nobody that ain't committed to the Lord.
And I also did it on my own time, because I didn't just do it when she first brought it up, because you can't you're not supposed to fake it for the Lord, which you are not. Yes, that is what I said. You're not supposed to fake it for the Lord too, though. So then, the more closer I came into it and saw the reasons why I wanted to be baptized, it was a more of a feeling that I'm doing this for me and first, and it just so happened that my lady, she's supporting me with that because
sometimes, I had to be the one, like, well, I'm a person that's an encourager, so, I can encourage you and other people around us or whatever. And then, like, sometimes you would hold me accountable to my character when I get out of pocket. And you'll be like, hold up now.
mm-hmm.
You need to do better than this. You're the one that always telling me that I gotta have faith and stuff like that. So you need to do the same thing you preach, sister. So I think that was good. Like, we had that accountability with each other. And, we far from perfect beings. Like, we love Jesus and we cuss a little. And some days I wake up and I be like, we can't go. We're going to be bedside Baptists. And sometimes, most of the time, you be like, mm-mm. And one of the most things, especially like in our marriage, because we were teenagers when we met. So we did all kind of stuff ain't no business doing. But like in our marriage, it was certain things that we, decided to do, like premarital counseling and stuff like that with our pastor, and I think that was very beneficial because some of the stuff he taught us in there, like I still think about it to this day. And he get on your case, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So he got on my case about some stuff. He got on Jackie's case about some stuff, but he told us like we definitely had chemistry as a couple and didn't have nearly as many deep-seated issues to go over as, maybe sometimes he may have seen with other couples or something like that, But that was one thing, some stuff that we carried with us because I straight up asked him, I was like, what's going to happen? Because people like, y'all get married, y'all don't change. And I was like, what's going to happen to us, Pastor? And he was like, well, I can't tell you, but it will be some things that will happen. And, little did we know some of the stuff that we would go through. And we haven't even hit the 4-year mark just yet, So that was something, to do. And, he took control as far as like, finances and stuff, like when he told us about, different ways to operate as, for as finance and like, making sure that we don't just try to fit into traditional gender roles. Relationships what you make it.
Right.
Is you trying to show my goodies? All right, next question. At what age do you think a woman, and I'm adding a man too, should give up on marriage? I'm almost 30 and I feel like my time has come and gone. I'm sad.
Give up on the marriage that she's in now, or give up
on ever getting married.
So you want me to ask when a man should? I
just added woman or man, a person.
Okay.
To give up on marriage. Is there a certain age where they should just be like, you know what? It didn't happen, Jesus. We just gonna be with you.
I don't know. I guess. Well. That's hard. I guess to me, I would say never give up. And I don't think marriage is for everyone. Okay, first off, you have to be grateful of the mistakes that you didn't make. Because sometimes people are in love with the fact of being married that they'll do anything to do it. And no, I mean,
go ahead and preach, husband.
No, people will be just in love with the fact of getting married so much.
Having a wedding.
That they'll be doing the wrong thing just to achieve, an emptiness in their life. So you have to be grateful that you didn't go through no bullshit just to be divorced at 30, feeling lonely, and you didn't wasted, that part of your life over something that. I ain't gonna say something that wasn't real, but you just have to just let it find you. So I would say it's never too late to give up on love. You just have to keep being you, and sometimes it might take a little longer, like a diamond in the rough or something. You know what I mean? So.
And I think it's different for a woman versus a man. Do you?
Why would you say that?
Okay, here's my thing.
Especially if the woman wants to be married.
Yes. I think for a woman that it's never too late for her to get married, and I don't think she should give up on it unless she just doesn't want to be. Like, some people don't want to have kids, some people don't want to be married. They just enjoy yourself. But I have so many quotes from my mama, but one of my favorite ones that she always says is that one thing you have to be jealous of is somebody's husband and somebody's kids. And I edited that a little bit. But one thing you don't have to be jealous of is somebody's husband and somebody's kids. Because you don't know what that person has to go through to support that husband or, you know, be there and raise those kids. Don't feel like, you know, you have to
never use nobody else's amuse to judge your own happiness.
Yeah. Okay. But I feel like for a woman, like, you never know what you may be doing on your day to day that a man can grow, you know, to appreciate or admire. And, like, you know, not all the time that is so, because there are some immature women. But, you know, a woman who has a mind that wants to be a wife and, you know, mother and all that kind of stuff. Like, if you have that mindset and you're so mature, like, that man may, you know, need a few more years before he could really appreciate what you've done. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think that's why we see so many men, like, propose at, like, baby showers and stuff these days, because it may have took that woman to, you know, have to go through all they went through to, you know, carry this child or something, for them to realize how much they, you know, love them or something like that. Or maybe even after the child's born or something. You know, that's just an example. But said all this to say, you know, as a woman, just keep doing you, because there's going to be somebody that come along that, you know, can appreciate that. But I feel like for a man, like, it's just one of those things where, unfortunately, I feel like as a man gets of a certain age, unless he could find someone that's, you know, appropriate in maturity or whatever for him. But sometimes people kind of get turned off by a man, like, being older and not having, you know, any indication that they can settle down and stuff like that. And it's like, you trying to be my sugar daddy? I don't know. Like, I think people sometimes may associate that with, like, you know, a negative thing. But, like, an older woman that's, like, seasoned, you know, she cooks, she cleans, she got her stuff together, like, you know, people may admire that more. Not necessarily that's how I feel, but I think just in society. Yeah,
so don't give up.
But don't give up on love, girl, because you just never know, honey, who could be watching you and loving everything that you do. That's it. That's all the questions we have. Please let us know what you would like to see. Please let us know what you would like to see from the Wedded with
Any suggestions, more questions, or next video you want to be just one topic on one thing, hit us up and let us know.
And thank you guys so much for watching. We're almost to 300 subscribers. We're at 299, y'all. So continue to tell your friends about our channel. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And if you're not already subscribed there, what you waiting on, sugar? Come on and join us.
So you can be notified.
Oh yeah, you have to hit that notification bell if you want to know every time we post up upload videos.
So notification squad.
Yeah. Alright, y'all. That's all we have for today. Peace out. Cute husband. Cute.